Space, the final frontier. But what if it weren't? What if we were to go beyond space and into time? The mistakes of the past erased, the future reborn, the mortal and immortal made to decide their destiny together. Time is no longer an arrow, but an infinite expanse of possibilities. Explore this strange new world. Boldly go where not even a cue has gone before.
Hello watch lovers from Canada and abroad. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Robert and I thought I'd continue with the scenario of the broken watches in a bag routine. Since the popularity of my last video, I can put a link to that one in this video of the broken watches in a jar. Was very well received. I continued to look around for other value villages and Salvation Armies where I could find the similar item. So when I was in Oshawa, came across a value village there that had 5 bags actually listed for sale, and they all had the same quantity in the bag. You're probably looking at going, wait a minute, that doesn't look very full. And you're right, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 watches in this bag, and they're all listed for the same amount and same quantity, 15 bucks. So I think there's a bit of an inflation going on in Oshawa there to ask $15 for just 4 broken watches. Anyway, the reason I picked this one is wondering why the heck did you grab it, is there was one that caught my eye in the bag, and hopefully this will be a watch that will be worth at least the $15. Okay, so without any more hesitation, let's get into it, and I will pull the last one out that I thought was of any value and see what you think here. Let's just rip the bag open. Okay, put it aside, and we'll start off with the first one in here. And what do we have? Looks like a ladies' watch, TCK, and looks like it's a fairly new looking shape. Band is hardly worn. Looks brand new pretty well. And made in China, obviously. So it looks like they wanted $6.99 for that when they were trying to sell it individually and didn't have any takers. So we'll try a battery in that one and see what we can find, if it works or not. Okay. Next watch, we have a, what's that say? Mark Homer? If you could tell, the band on this feels very cheap, but it looks like it's barely been worn as well, this one. And what were they trying to sell it individually before they bagged it up? Let's see if we can spot that. Again, they're trying to sell it for $6.99 by itself. So this one here might be okay. Just Japan movement. And again, another quartz. See if we can put a battery in that and see if that one works as well. Next in the bag is a very tiny watch. Again, a ladies' watch. Very fancy band. Again, it looks barely worn. Let's see if we can get a... So, had to get my loom out. This says here that The brand is Vendome. You can see that. And if you can also see, it says 17 joules. So this is a mechanical watch, obviously. Let's see if it has any wind to it, and will tick. Yeah, I gave it a little wind here, a little shake, and it is ticking now. So I'll have to look at this further to see. Never heard of this brand, Vendome. So let's set that one aside. And that other one I couldn't read very well. It said Mark Hemier. So the last one is the one that caught my attention. So this is an Invicta Reserve watch. It's really heavy too. They've put a lot of metal in the casing, or we'll have to see what's going on inside. This is Invicta Excursion, and I know we both want to see what's inside. Water resistance to 660 feet, so it almost looks like it's a style of dive watch. There's a screw down signature on the crown. Pull it out, and things seem to be working okay for the hands. Crown, does it screw down? Yes, it screws down. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pause it here and come back, and we're going to take the case off and see what we're dealing with. Okay, stay tuned. If anybody's wondering why it was so easy to take off, I just didn't want to bore you with the fiddling, if you want to call it that. So let's see if we can get this. No, it's still pretty tight there. Wow. Okay, let's keep going with it. We just may have to do some fiddling. Okay, just gotta get 2 points and grab onto so I can turn it. All right, is that better? Okay, I think it's better. So let's see what we've got going on here. Wow, still tight. It's going to be interesting to get back on. All right, and here's the seal, and there is the movement. So moment of truth is to hopefully this battery hasn't been sitting in there for so long that it's leaked inside. That would be a disappointment. And we can also see what size battery that is. Okay. Looks like everything's okay in there. Let's give you a close-up picture. And it also helps me. Oh, sorry. All right, let's see if we got a battery for that. Okay, I'm going to pause us again, see what we can do here. Stay tuned. Now let's summarize what was in this bag of broken watches. So the dome watch here, it's a 17 jewel, and I gave it a wind, and it is ticking, and it's been ticking since I wound it. And we'll just take a look at the movement here. So there it is. Nothing fancy from the looks of it, but 17 jewels, and it is a runner. Bracelet looks like it's gold tone, and it works. So this Mark Hamony one, we replaced the battery in it, and it's a runner. Nothing too fancy though. It's very small Japanese quartz movement in there, but it does work. And this one looks like it was barely worn by anybody. This TCK, it's a runner as well. Didn't have to replace the battery, it was already running still in the bag. Just had to push the stem back in. So I'm not sure how long the battery is going to last for, but it works. And the band looks virtually new on it. I don't think anybody ever wore this one either. And let's see, what else do we have here? That's 3, and the last one is the one that made me buy the whole bag in the first place. This Invicta Reserve, it is running. I set the date, the week, and the time, and it's been running since. And as you can see, it is also a chronograph. So push the start there, and we can see the chronograph seconds hand start to run. And then when we're finished, push stop, and then this is the reset down here, and it sets itself back to 0. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we'll have to get a rubber band, wristband for this, for it looks like that's what was on there before, and finish it off here. I really appreciate everybody watching, and if you like this channel, please hit the like button and even think about subscribe. It's free. But I do appreciate you watching and taking the time with me, and have a great day. Thanks again, and take care.